As the echoes of their narrow escape from Isla Sorna faded into the hum of the mainland's bustling research facility, Drive. Elena Vargas stood before the Global Council in a sterile conference room bathed in fluorescent light, her hands steady as she presented the genetic samples that pulsed with the promise of Jurassic World, rebirth. The council, a mix of stern-faced politicians, wide-eyed scientists, and skeptical environmentalists, listened intently as Elena outlined her vision, not a theme park of spectacle and danger, but sanctuaries where dinosaurs could thrive under careful human oversight, their DNA refined to mitigate aggression while preserving their majestic essence. The samples revealed mutations, enhanced intelligence in raptors, adaptive camouflage in smaller herbivores, and in the T-Rex lineage, a resilience that bordered on invincibility, traits born from years of unchecked evolution since the fall of Jurassic World. Marco, her loyal assistant, flanked her with data projections flickering on holographic screens, showing simulations of balanced ecosystems where humans observed from afar, learning rather than dominating. Jax, the grizzled tracker, sat in the back, his arms crossed, his mind replaying the thunderous pursuit on the island, a scar on his forearm from a glancing branch during the chase a fresh reminder of the perils. Lena, the engineer, tinkered with a prototype drone in her lap, one designed for non-invasive monitoring, while Tim, the intern whose innocence had been forged in fire, took notes with newfound gravitas, his eyes no longer wide with wonder but sharp with purpose. The council debated fiercely, accusations flew of playing God again, echoes of John Hammond's folly, but Elena countered with passion, her voice rising like the roar they had fled. We've seen the chaos of abandonment, dinosaurs spilling into our world, clashing with modernity. Rebirth isn't recreation, it's responsibility. As the meeting adjourned with tentative approval for a pilot sanctuary on a remote Pacific atoll, Elena felt a surge of hope, but shadows lingered, rumors of black market dinosaur smuggling, corporations like Biosyn lurking in the wings, eager to weaponize the very samples she held. Back in her lab that night, under the glow of monitors displaying genome sequences like ancient runes, Elena confided in Marco about a recurring dream, the T-Rex's eyes, not filled with hunger, but accusation, as if the beast knew humanity's hand in its tormented existence. Marco nodded, his own past haunted by the loss of his family in a dinosaur incursion years prior, fueling his dedication to Elena's cause. The next dawn brought urgency, a distress signal from Isla Nublar, the original Jurassic Park site, now a quarantine zone teeming with feral populations. Reports trickled in. A rogue expedition, funded by shadowy investors, had landed to poach eggs, but something went wrong. Survivors whispered of a Super Rex, an alpha T-Rex enhanced by experimental serums from fallen labs, larger, smarter, with armored scales that gleamed like obsidian. The council tasked Elena's team with investigation and containment, equipping them with advanced gear, neural inhibitors to pacify dinosaurs remotely, reinforced vehicles, and a new ally, Drive. Kai Nakamura, a bioengineer specializing in behavioral modification. Kai, with his calm demeanor and innovative tech, joined the group as they boarded a cargo plane, the atoll sanctuary plans on hold amid this crisis. En route, tensions simmered. Jax distrusted Kai's gadgets, preferring his rifle, while Lena bonded with him over schematics, tweaking drones for stealth reconnaissance. Tim, eager to prove himself, studied maps of Isla Nublar, memorizing volcanic terrains scarred from previous eruptions. Elena, staring out at the ocean below, pondered the irony, humans birthing monsters, then racing to cage them. Upon landing on a makeshift airstrip reclaimed from overgrown asphalt, the team encountered immediate hostility. A herd of triceratops charging through the underbrush, their horns lowered in territorial fury, forcing the group to scatter and regroup in the ruins of the old control center. Dust motes danced in beams of sunlight piercing the cracked dome, consoles long dead but for Lena's revival efforts, hacking into fragmented security footage that showed the poachers' fate, ambushed by velociraptors working in eerie coordination with the Super Rex, as if the T-Rex commanded them like a general. Kai deployed a prototype inhibitor drone, its hum sending ultrasonic waves to calm the nearby herd, allowing safe passage deeper into the island. As they trekked through steaming geothermal fields, geysers erupting like warnings, the ground trembled, not from vents, but footsteps. The Super Rex emerged from a lava-rimmed crater, its form colossal, eyes glowing with an unnatural intelligence, scars from old battles interwoven with bioluminescent veins from the serums. It didn't roar blindly. It assessed, circling the team with calculated steps, its tail slicing through ferns like a scythe. Jax fired a neural dart, but the beast shook it off, its enhanced physiology rendering it immune. Panic gripped them as it charged, jaws unhinging to reveal fangs dripping with venomous saliva, a mutation unforeseen. Elena shouted orders, directing the team to a nearby canyon, using the terrain to their advantage. Marco and Tim scaled rocks to flank it, while Lena's drones swarmed, projecting holographic decoys that confused the Rex momentarily. Kai activated a ground emitter, sending vibrations mimicking rival predators, but the Super Rex adapted, smashing the device with a stomp that cracked the earth. The chase intensified, the team piling into an armored rover, tires screeching over volcanic rock as the beast pursued, leaping chasms with ease, its roars shaking ash from the sky. In the rearview, Elena saw raptors joining the hunt, leaping onto the rover's roof, claws scraping metal. Jax climbed out, blasting them with tranks, one raptor tumbling away with a screech. Lena swerved through a narrow pass, the Rex's head ramming the entrance, boulders tumbling to block its path temporarily. They reached the poachers' camp, a wreckage of tents and crates, bodies scattered, evidence of the Super Rex's rampage. Among the debris, Elena found logs. The poachers had injected the Rex with a cocktail of growth hormones and neural enhancers, intending to create a controllable weapon for underground arenas.